Well, it's happened again. It was going rather smoothly before the first box, and then 5 overs leading up to it, things got a little chaotic for India. And so happened again for the second box. It was going really well, and then 5 overs leading up to this box, things have gone chaotic again for India. Maybe, just maybe, Dinesh Karthik, we should stop doing these box updates. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. People want to know what's going on. So we'll pull the mini scorecard up again. Double wicket loss for India. KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant both getting out. Both were doing really well. A century stand with them. Rishabh Pant, of course, getting his highest ODI score. Great innings played by him today. 85 of 71. The strike rate looks really good, but trust me, it was not a typical Rishabh Pant innings. There was not too much wrist. It was not fast and loose, DK. It was a mature 85.
Absolutely. I think he took his matchup on. He wanted to be severe on Tabraiz Shamsi, and he played a lot of shots to him, fast bowlers as well. The right kind of shots he was playing. And you could see once he gets going, he's a hard man to stop because he's got shots all over the wicket, apart from which he has sweep and reverse sweep. So he's a hard batsman to bowl to. And obviously his ability to clear the boundary is known for everyone. And more often than not, he manages to do it with one hand, which makes it even better to look at. So, he's a solid player who's come good, and he just looks really, the way he constructed his innings, very positive, and made sure that the bowler was under pressure throughout his innings, which is a good sign.
Yeah, so India, India had lost the 2 quick wickets earlier in the game of Dhawan and, of course, Virat for Duck. And we were talking in the first box, Harsha and me, and we said, well, they've got the template in front of them. South Africa did the rebuilding with Bavuma and Van der Dusen, 2 days ago. And Rahul and Pant have pretty much played on that blueprint, didn't they, today?
Yeah, I think Rahul obviously took his time. He made sure there was no risk taken. Whereas on the other hand, you could see Rishabh Pant 83 of 65, pretty self-explanatory. That making sure that he was hard on the bowlers and making it easy in many ways for KL, who played the perfect foil in that partnership. At the end of the day, even after 2 quick wickets going in a cluster, they managed to score almost a runner ball. In fact, slightly better than a runner ball, which is exactly what you'd want in the middle order. And that's again a very good sign. But the difference those two guys created in the previous game was both went on to score hundreds. Yeah. Then you can look to score 300. Now, these 2 new batters have come in. In many ways, they're playing for a place in the side as well. So they'll obviously be under a little bit of pressure. You can't expect them to play those big shots right at the outset. They'll try and get set, make sure they reach slightly calmer waters. And when they're confident, then I think they'll press the accelerator and move forward at a faster pace.
Let's have a look at what the bowlers have done for South Africa, who's picked up the wickets, who's done the damage. Shamsi, of course, took the wicket off Rishabh Pant just a little before we came on with this box. But there you go. Lungi and Giri still extremely economical. Aiden Markram has bowled 8 overs today. So that's such a bonus for Captain Bavuma, because Magala started off expensively, but he's managed to pull it back as well. And of course, he's got the 1 wicket after the drinks break. That was KL Rahul. Keshav Maharaj getting the 1 wicket, and Tabraiz Shamsi, as I said. Just a quick word on Magala. He's pulled it back well, because that was quite a disastrous start for him, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think obviously he started well. We heard Harsha speaking about the fact that he didn't start very well in his T20 debut as well. But I think, again, he's done exactly what he's done in his T20 game. He's come back, bowled a decent length and made sure he's made it hard for the batters and not given away anything easy, which is good to see in the last spell. And with KL Rahul just taking his time and making sure he does nothing silly, I think towards the end when he just wanted to kind of flick a ball, it just stopped on him and he got his first wicket. So Magala has done himself no harm, made sure his analysis look a lot better than what he's actually bowled, which is good. KL Rahul, again, he's batted. He at the start of the tour, he got a brilliant 100 in the Test series, but now he's backed it up with another 50 in the ODI series, which is very important for him and Team India.
Interesting point you made about the Rahul dismissal and a bit of the Virat dismissal as well. It's stopping and sticking a bit today, isn't it, in the surface?
Absolutely. I think you will find a couple of dismissals more even when they bat, where they'll be looking to drive the ball and kind of stop on them. And there's a great chance we could get a couple of catches in front of the wicket. But this is what happens when you play on slow wickets. Sometimes it's very hard for you to figure out how fast your hands need to come on the ball. Then when that adjustment gets a little tough, it makes stroke play that much harder. because you're always thinking about the ball that's going to stop. Then you stop playing shots which are very expansive. So, it all works each other out. But batting in general has been okay, but some balls seem to stop, which always creates a doubt in batter's mind.
Well, Venki Iyer has hit a big 6 because Magala gave him a gift, a free hit, and a free hit is always good. You don't have to worry about throwing your arms at it. Venki Iyer with his long levers, 6 right behind the bowler's head. All right, so still looking good for a 280, you think, DK, or would you like to temper? I'm still sticking with my 303. It's 203 in 36 overs, 14 overs to go. I'm still sticking with my 303.
I think 280 is definitely gettable. But the point is these two need to be there around the 42nd, 43rd over. That's when things become slightly easier. If they obviously lose a wicket within the next 3-4 overs, then it makes it really hard for them to get to that score.
Is Shardul coming at 7 today after his 50? I think he must have been padded up to come out at 4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he would have been looking at Virat and going, "Wow, I can't believe you got out." It's not that tough. But to be fair, I think if as the overs, as you start losing overs, as you keep obviously going to the back end of the innings, the chance of Shardul coming is much higher. Whereas if the wicket falls at this stage, probably they'll send Ashwin to arrest the fall of wickets and then maybe send Shardul a little later.
Okay, well, there's a review against Iyer, so a lot. Hang on, you can't say Iyer anymore because which one? There's 2 of them on the crease, right?
Absolutely.
Venki. You can't say Iyer anymore. This is the time that no review. But this is the time when you have to resort to first names because it's very rare. You don't get this very often, but you've got 2 Ayers batting right now. All right. Well, that's all we have for you on this.
And I think that's also a part of the joy factor answer today.
Look at you giving a hint to people for free. Nice. Well done. Okay. Do you have the joy factor question ready just in case people missed it then? You can still get the answers. Yeah. It's let's put it up right now since we don't want it to be like no context. So there you go. What was unique about New South Wales batsman Ryan Hackney's dismissal in a game against the England Lions in March 2020? So was it like a bold Hackney caught Hackney, bold Hackney?
Something like that. You're there and thereabouts. GK.
Something about a Ryan, perhaps? I don't know. Well, we'll probably give you the answer in the mid-show. We won't wait till the end of the game today because that just seems to be on many, many hours away. So we'll do it in the mid-game itself. But right now, we'll wrap things up here on the Comm Box. A big thank you to Dinesh Karthik. This is all you get for the DK and GK update. We'll be back soon.